if all things were equal here, I would like Raquel Pennington's chances of dethroning Amanda Nunes or having a much better chance, but the career-long layoff, the serious injuries she's had in that time, I just think that's too much for her to overcome here against Nunes, who we know has been on a little bit on a roll. She won her last fight going to decision for the first time in 5 rounds. She's learned how to pace herself over 5 rounds now, and I think that's going to play a factor here. I think Pennington is going to come out there looking to be ultra aggressive, trying to force the clinch, dirty boxing, those type of things. I think Nunes kind of uses her size and her force to stay out of those situations. This, I think, goes another 5 rounds. I think Amanda Nunes defends her women's bantamweight championship for the 3rd time.
So Raquel Pennington really lives up to her Rocky nickname with a tenacious, never give up style of fighting. However, I've got to give Amanda Nunes the advantage on pretty much every angle here, especially the power and speed angle, which I do think will be a deciding factor. We saw against Ronda Rousey how quickly Nunes can dispose of her opponents when things go her way. And even though I don't see them going her way initially, I do see her slowly being able to take over around the 2nd round and possibly getting a finish in the 3rd.
There was a part of me that just wanted to kind of like go against the grain here and pick Raquel Pennington. I mean, I hate that she's being treated like such an underdog. I do think she's going to be able to land her jab. I think that she's very strong in the clinch. You know, there are a lot of areas where I think she's going to be able to compete with Amanda here. The problem is that I just don't know where her advantages are. Amanda Nunes is so strong. Even if Raquel survives that initial onslaught that sort of Amanda's famous for, Amanda just proved that she can go 5 rounds with one of the best strikers in the world against Valentina, and you know, she's also improved her wrestling game. I think Amanda's the total package right now, and I'm not saying she's invincible, but it's going to take something special to beat her. Maybe Raquel Pennington is coming back after we haven't seen her for so long and was able to do it, but it's just impossible to make that pick for me right now, so it's got to be Amanda.
In my opinion, both fighters have a similar skill set, you know, technical striking, very good ground game, very underrated ground game as well, but I think the strength and the size advantage on Nunes will be too much for Pennington, and even though she's tough as nails, I do think that Pennington will have a tough night and Nunes will finish the job in the early rounds by KO.
Don't write off Rocky, but I think you're going to have to go with Amanda Nunes in this fight on Saturday night in Brazil. I think the power is going to play a big factor in this fight. Rocky Pennington, obviously a lady who's very, very good boxing, very good all round, but I just think the power is going to be a massive, massive problem for her in this fight. I don't think she's fought anyone that has the power that Amanda is able to land on her opponents, and I expect Amanda to do that. I think this fight's going to go 3, 4, 5 rounds, but I do expect Amanda Nunes to ultimately get the finish. But don't rule out Rocky on Saturday night in Rio de Janeiro.